this whole Brittany Griner situation, right? And I'm gonna let my man Rich get into detail about it because he's very knowledgeable about the situation. But the part that I like to talk about, because I always like to see the oddness in situations, is that the Phoenix Mercury head coach, she said some wild shit. She was like, if this was LeBron James, the U.S. would do everything in its power to go get him. Yeah, no shit. That's one thing. But here's the other thing about that statement. LeBron James would never put himself in a situation to get bagged. Newsflash, right? LeBron James would never find no stuff in LeBron James's bag like that if he's going somewhere or he's coming back from somewhere. You know why? Because LeBron James has a brain in his head. And I'm not going, this has always been my stance with this, Rich, is that ignorance is not an excuse. It's not. It's not an excuse. You should know what you are not supposed to have in international waters. If I'm going somewhere, I'm going to make sure that whatever I got is safe to go where I'm going. If it's not illegal. It's like if I drive down to Delaware right now to go buy cigarettes, that's illegal, right? If I get bagged with the cigarettes coming back to New York, I'm going to say, I didn't know it was illegal. It is illegal. You took the risk to go down there. I can't use ignorance as an excuse. They're going to bag me, they're going to put me in jail, and then I'm going to sit there and cry. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
I just think with the whole LeBron situation, exactly what you said too. But number one, Braun would have never been in Russia.
That's what I'm saying.
Number two, if Braun was to be in Russia, he's not flying with regular patrons.
Private.
He's in his own private jet, so he's not even getting searched.
Right.
And I say that to say, bro, there's levels to this.
Facts.
So when you mention LeBron James, that's a complete different.
Like you're going to the tippy top, and you're putting Brittany Griner in that situation.
That's a completely
like, what are we doing?
Different entity. And at the end of the day, they're talking about attention. That we need more attention. We need to do more.
How much more attention do they need, bro?
She is getting all. Do you know that if I went down there and came back with,
nobody would know. Nobody
would know,
and nobody would care.
I would be down there,
right?
Well, who would I get the right?
Nope.
I get a supervisor in my job to write a letter
exactly
to the embassy to try to get me out. So at the end of the day, she's getting everything. And the fact that she has the potential, look what we're giving up for her.
Right.
We're giving up an asset that could be a detriment to the USA for a basketball player.
An ignorant basketball player.
To me, that's crazy. But I understand. If we're able to do it, she is the face of the WNBA, and
is she?
Well, I mean, I guess you could say that she's one of the better players.
Is she
in the WNBA? Yeah, I give it to her. Bro. She's like 6'9".
She ain't better than the girl in LA right now, the big 6'8" model.
Liz Cambage?
Yeah, she ain't better.
Yeah, I take Liz Cambage.
Yeah,
I take Liz Cambage. Yeah. But I mean, look, I feel like you can't ever compare her to a guy like LeBron James when it comes to stuff like that. Because number one, LeBron James will never be.
That's what I'm saying. He'll never be in a situation like that. You gotta use your head. Like I always say this about athletes, and I'm starting to learn that a little more. It's not just athletes. I shouldn't just kind of single them out. It's more about celebrities and people who have reached a certain stature in society, right? Is that they have a self-awareness issue. That they don't believe that certain rules apply to them. They don't live in the real world. They can be able to do things, and if I got away with it the first 3 times I got here, I can get away with it again. No, that's not the way the rules work. If you slip through the cracks the first 3 times, it's still illegal. So if they bag you the 4th time, you have every right to get bagged. So you have to understand what you're doing. You got to understand where you are, what you can be able to do there, and just because you're an American doesn't give you the right to just stomp around in other countries and do what you want to do. It's not the way it works. They look at Brittany Griner like, who are you? We don't care for you. You're not our person. You're not a Russian citizen. You one of them. And if you got something illegal in our country, we gonna get you. Mm-hmm. We gonna get you. Look what they did to the ball son in China when he was playing for UCLA. He stole the glasses, and they wanted to keep his little ass over there. You know what I'm saying? And who was he? He was nobody. He was a nobody. And it was like, oh yeah, you want to steal from us? What we do with people that steal here is that we cut off fingers. So you can either stay in jail or we can take 4 of your fingers. Pick one. But you in a different country. You can't behave like that. We don't beat up and jail people and rip fingers off when people shoplift here. We have probably the easiest criminal system in the world.
Bro, they have iPads in jail.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't have an iPad in my
They got better cable than me, man.
Sir, for real.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta steal my cable. They get better cable than me. But you know what I'm saying? This whole situation of them making her look like a martyr, that's what I don't appreciate. I don't like that part of it. I just don't.
But I do feel like the attention that they want her to get, she's getting.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The other good thing I think is that the other Americans that are out there that nobody knew about before,
right,
are now able to get to be a part of this deal, to be able to come home.
So
like, that's why the White House,
that's
why the White House keeps saying, look, we're working on getting her,
right,
and also other Americans back home too, whatever the case is. But she's definitely getting all the attention that she wants. Now, if you want to hypothetically speak about LeBron James being in Russian hands,
right.
When LeBron James left Cleveland the first time, remember when he went to Miami?
Yeah.
Economically, what happened to Cleveland? The year after, they lost like $200-something million in revenue that they were making the years when LeBron was there because the Cleveland Center is jumping. Everybody's spending. Everybody wants to watch Cleveland play.
Facts.
Now they go to become a team that's just trash, not even to making the playoffs. The games are not selling out no more, which means the restaurants in the area aren't making money. Nobody's shopping in that area. So that whole area just loses millions and millions of money. What happened in Phoenix when Brittany Griner just went missing? Nothing. Nothing changes.
Right.
So, and that's why I was saying before, there's levels to certain people. If I get locked up, ain't nobody gonna. What? I have to look at Russia as my new home.
Right.
Like, all right, dude, I guess I'll just spend 10 years here. Nobody's going to come for me. That's just not how it works. But because of who she is, she's actually getting attention.
Right.
Think of how many Americans are actually locked up out there. Nobody knows. But Brittany's gone, and they're going to get her back for arms dealing, which is nuts. A basketball player for damn near a terrorist is crazy to me. So I do think she's getting the attention that she wants. Maybe just not on the level as, like she said, LeBron James, or if you lock up a famous actor, or you lock up somebody who's on that level, it's just different. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why I do think she's going to be home within like the next couple months. But I do feel like as long as Russia has whatever plan they have in place for whatever they're trying to do, they're going to use her. Why wouldn't you? It's leverage.
Right.